What's good, y'all? So, I am coming back with another update, and for the people that are just interested in the whole sobriety journey, or the people that are just interested in the whole dating hiatus stuff, I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm gonna have to do a combo video this time. First, let me go ahead and talk about the sobriety and how that is working, and I'll try to put the phone up and get like a better view when I can, but I am driving and I'm not trying to get pulled over, so I'm going to keep it slow. But anyway, okay, so I have now been on naltrexone. Let me see, last week Wednesday made it 1 week, so tomorrow is going to be 2 weeks. And then, as I said in my other video about it, first you take half a pill every day for the first 7 days, and then you up it to one whole pill. So I had already upped it to one whole pill, been doing that for a couple of days. I don't notice any type of difference. You know, I'm just one of those people that's like really lucky when it comes to like medications and, you know, just being healthy in general, like surprisingly, which is why I wanted to go ahead and get my drinking under control, because I didn't want to, you know, slap God in the face, or, you know what I mean, take advantage of the blessings that he has bestowed upon me by being one of these people in this world that does not have a whole bunch of medical situations. I'm very grateful for that, and I do appreciate that. So but yeah, I haven't had any type of symptoms or, you know, any type of differences, any reactions, anything like that, to now having upped the dosage. So far so good. When I had first made the video last week, I think I was already, no, that wasn't last, I don't remember, but fuck, what was I about to say? I think that's even though like I have reduced my alcohol usage, like I still like have symptoms of a freaking chronic drinker. Sometimes I'll be talking and then the thought immediately escapes my head, but and then I just remember while I was saying that and I forgot again. Oh yeah, okay. So I do still drink on the medication. When I first started taking it, I had gone the first 5 or 6 days without having a drink at all. This stuff is so good at taking away my cravings, and, you know, I still thought about alcohol every now and then, but every single time it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's almost like considering dessert when you're full. It's like, I don't really need it, you know, I'm good. So, you know, the thought quickly erased out of my head for the first 5 or 6 days. And then I had one day where I really, really wanted to drink. I don't remember if it was like a bad day, or I can't remember, you know, if something was like a trigger, but I just remember I really wanted to drink. So I actually called my doctor, the one who prescribed it, and she told me that, you know, no, you're not going to get violently ill, you know, if you drink on naltrexone. And that was something that I had read. Some people say, you know, got really, really sick. I've been puking for 4 days, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh shit, this is scary. This is why I hadn't drank all that time. Because I'm like, I don't want to get like really, really sick and hurt myself. So I just stopped drinking. But then I was reading other stuff that says you can still drink. So I'm like, you know, let me just call my doctor. Let me see what she say. So she's like, you know, you don't have to quit drinking 100%. It's designed to reduce your alcohol usage. It's okay if you still want to have a drink. And she's like, by restricting yourself and completely cutting it off, even though like you're wanting it, she's like, it's going to make it harder for you. It's not designed to make you quit cold turkey. You can still drink. It's just going to help reduce the amount that you drink in any one sitting. So with that information, I was like, oh shit, let me go get me a bottle. Now, I don't remember if I had drank the same day. I don't think I drank the same day. I think I was still scared. Sometimes when I want to drink, but I don't want to drink, I'll just get myself like an iced soda, preferably Pepsi. Just drink something. This was a terrible name. Something with a whole bunch of ice in it. And for some reason, like, that kind of helps me. Like, it helps with my craving a little bit. So anybody who's dealing with the same thing that I am, you know, that's a suggestion for you if you want to try out something that works for me. Just drink a very heavily iced beverage, and it don't have to be soda, because of course soda's not good for you. I'll probably drink maybe 1 or 2 sodas per month. I'm not much of a soda drinker. I had a family member who used to drink soda all day, every day, rarely drunk water, and they ended up with all types of cancers, colon cancer, and it had spread to another, but like it messed them up real bad. And it's like they never smoked, they never drank, but The sodas. The soda, that's a silent killer. That thing is almost as bad for you as alcohol, if you really think about it. But anyway, let me keep going, y'all, because I got a lot of shit to tell y'all. All right, so the last I had left off with telling y'all about James, I believe, was when I was in the grocery store. And I'm not about to deal with no freaking traffic. It was when I was in the grocery store and I had saw him, and like he didn't see me, and I got out of there. And I had sent him a text message, and I was like, you still look good though, I'll give you that. Right after I sent that message, he called me. We talked on the phone for a little bit, and the whole context of the conversation was basically just him apologizing, him telling me that he's missed me, he's thought about me so much. It's so weird that I text him because he thought about me when he was in the store, because it's my area. Like he didn't live over here, so I was like, why is he over here in my store, in my freaking area? You know what? Let's see how many people I can fucking get in front of. Ooh, they close together. They're close together. Let me not cut this hoe off. Look how slow this bitch is driving. Speed limit is 40. I'm doing 33 miles per hour. This is why so many accidents occur, because there's just way too many people on the road that should not be on the road. Like, am I going the right way? I think I am. Where was I, y'all? So yeah, a lot of times that he had thought about me, and he was just so sorry. He came clean to me, because remember I was telling y'all in one of my other videos that he's like acting funny, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and like he was just weird, like really hot and cold with me. He had relapsed. He had went back to using meth. That's why he disappeared. He was like, he didn't want me to know, and he was just trying to hide it and all that other stuff, and he didn't want to bring that around my home. So he just basically stayed away. Since he had relapsed back in, I'd say, middle of January, he's now like gotten clean again. He had stopped that stuff again, and he had moved back into the sober house that he was living at. As I'm talking, I'm starting to feel like some more shit is a lie. God, man, guys, dudes get on my nerves, man, because it's like, it don't matter how much of a good woman that you are, how much you try to be there for them, support them, and all this other shit, they will still fix their lips to lie right in your damn face. It's fucking crazy, man. But anyway, so, he was asking me, what am I doing that night? Like, long story short, we ended up hanging out that night. The next day he went to go see his daughter. I did some stuff. I think we ended up hanging out again on Sunday. I think he came over after work on Monday. And then just like, we just kind of started hanging out more and more. Ended up getting back together. Is that a cop? We ended up getting back together. And then like 2 weeks later, he moved in. Yeah, we went back there. But see, I didn't ask him to move in this time. At first, he was talking about, going ahead, moving in, and just kind of picking up where we left off or whatever. Honestly, I wasn't okay with that. I told him straight up, I'm scared. I'm scared to do that now because, like I just feel like I don't know who I'm getting with you. It's so many different sides of you, You got that wishy-washy side that he was, and then you got that great, sweet, charming, shy, unaware of how fucking fine he truly is. You got that guy. That was the guy that I met. And, then you had the guy who was treating me like crap, being wishy-washy, had me being confused, crying, wondering if it's me, bitch. Don't fucking do it, you fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with these people? I'm trying to get over, don't even fucking look. I don't want to get into a car accident. I just got off of work. Fucking asshole. So anyway, yeah, how you got a dash cam and you driving like you done lost your motherfucking mind? You funny. Y'all, I probably shouldn't have did this video while I'm driving because, like, I just get so irritated on the road. And then we got people not paying attention, trying to hem me up on the side of the road for the next 35 minutes to deal with a fucking car accident. Today was like the first day back to work after a holiday. I just got off of work. You think I want to be in the fucking side of the road? It's 95 degrees. I don't want a car accident. Please. Please, everybody, drive fucking carefully, please. But anyway, where was I? So yeah, so now that he lives here, like, things have been going good. It's different. It's different. like, I don't know. Like, I don't know why this is the case with a lot of men, but I low-key be feeling like this guy's mom. He left out a whole bag of salmon on top of the refrigerator. Mind you, that bag was new. I had only taken out like maybe 2 pieces of salmon one night when my kids was at my mom's house. So, you know, I was just cooking for me. So that bag only had like 2 pieces of salmon removed out of it. And I'm putting my phone right down here because somebody done pulled up like right next to me. I don't understand that either. I don't feel that we need to be side by side at a red light. But anyway, so yeah, so that was one thing that he did. And then there was this other day where I had just woke up in the morning. He leaves for work earlier than I do. I'm just now waking up. I go to smoke a cigarette and I keep hearing all of this freaking meowing, and I'm like, where are the cats? Like, where is it coming from? I hear them, they sound super close. I'm like, bro, where are my cats? So I just happen to go and look outside. My freaking cats are at the back door. They're outside. Luckily, I have a fenced-in yard, and they love it with me. They wasn't going nowhere, but they were both sitting there. I'm like, I can understand if you accidentally locked out one cat, but motherfucker, 2? How you lock both of my motherfucking cats outside? How you lock my whole fucking furry family outside? I don't understand that shit. He must have got past me. First of all, my cats are not the type of cats to dart outside when the door opens. You know, they go very, very slowly. They start sniffing around. Like, my cats love it with me. We fucking love it here. You know what I mean? They love their life. So my cats, they don't run outside. They don't dart outside, and they're not all that interested in going outside. And then if something happens, like they end up outside, they'll sit by the door meowing. They want to come back. So I'm just like, I don't understand how he ended up locking both of my cats outside. Of course, he apologized. Oh yeah, I'll be careful, blah, 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 blah. Also, when he first moved in, we had an issue with getting him on board with locking fucking doors. And apparently that's like a white people thing. Like, they don't lock doors. I'm like, bro, it's 2024. People are walking around checking. There was a time where I was sitting outside with my brother, and we was smoking, and we was on the front porch, and we didn't have the lights on. It was nighttime. We didn't have the lights on because we didn't want to attract any bugs. We see this car pull up. About 4, 5, 6 people in the car. A whole bunch of black people in this little sedan. One person gets out of the car and starts going up to random, apartments. It was like townhouses, but he starts going up to people's doors. He's checking doorknobs, and it's crazy because some of the houses that he was going up to, they got cars in the driveway, they got lights on, all that stuff. But this dude was dead ass about to run up in somebody's crib with a whole bunch of freaking people. Even if you saw 2, 3 cars in the driveway with lights on, like, them the type of people that you need to be worried about, because they don't give a fuck and they don't care who's in there. So I'm like, we need to be careful about this, because yes, people do go around checking doorknobs. I have physically seen it. Also, another thing, where I live now, we got an HOA company that comes around and mows the lawn. So every week they go into the backyard to go and mow the lawn. Now, for some reason, the last 3 or 4 times that they've been back there to mow my lawn, okay, I can pull my camera up a little bit. So the last 3 or 4 times I still got that burn mark. Anyway, the last 3 or 4 times that they've come to mow my lawn, the screen door was open in my backyard. And I never leave the screen door open, because you got your screen door and then you got the sliding glass door. I never leave the screen door open because I don't want to open the glass door one day and there's bugs. So I always shut my screen door before I shut my glass door. It's just, the thing to do. Every freaking week for the past 3, 4 weeks, the screen has been partly open, probably like that much, you know what I mean? So basically somebody opened it a little bit and tried to pull my door to see if my door was unlocked. And this is an HOA company landscaper. So it's like, I don't put nothing past nobody. You know what I mean? These people get paid to come over there and work, but yet they're still going to take time out of their day to see if they can go in and steal something out of somebody's home real quick. It's crazy. So I'm very, very big on locking doors. I don't want to ever have a situation where I wake up one day and there's some random stranger standing over me in my bed in my home with my 2 daughters. Like, I'm very, very religious on locking the freaking door. That's something that I do every night. Even if I already checked them and I'm curious, I go back and check them. And then now that I live with him, I'll check the doors, go upstairs. If he goes downstairs and then comes back upstairs, even once, I'm going to go back downstairs and I'm going to check my doors again, because maybe he went outside, maybe who knows what the fuck he be doing. He don't think like me. He doesn't have 2 little girls that he needs to try to protect and shit. So we're just kind of, we're doing 30 fucking 5. The speed limit is 40. Oh, Hey, what you doing, jerking your fucking dick, man? Fucking step on his shit. So anyway, yeah, so that was another thing that was starting to irritate me with him. And then, like, he just randomly leaves shit places one day. I came home from work one day, and I guess he had, no. I was about to go to work one day. There was a half-eaten bowl of cereal just sitting on the counter. I know it wasn't my kids because, you know, I'm about to go to work. I'm just now waking up. My daughter doesn't usually eat before she goes to school. And my youngest one, I drop her off early enough for her to be able to get breakfast. So I'm like, he's the only person that could have done this. I go down the stairs this morning. I wake up, I go downstairs this morning, and first of all, let me rewind back to last night. Last night, he's supposed to go downstairs, give me a cup of water. He comes back with fucking orange pineapple juice. I don't drink juice like that. Only time I drink juice is when I'm drinking alcohol. You know, I rarely drink juice. I rarely drink sodas. Like, I'm okay with water, coffee, tea, alcoholic beverages. Like, that's what I'm okay with. So he's like, oh, we don't have any water. And I'm like, I bought a filtration system. Cost me almost $200 from Amazon. I said I refill a jug of water every single day. Every day we have a gallon of water that gets filled up. I said there's about 6 of them downstairs in the hallway. He went back downstairs, came back up with the cup, and had just added some water to the orange juice. Fucking weird. Okay, so whatever. I don't get to have water before I go to sleep unless I get my ass up. I'm like, I ain't going downstairs. I don't feel like it. So whatever. I just had a couple sips of orange juice. It was terrible. But I go downstairs this morning. All the fucking water is still sitting where I left them. I go in the kitchen. Somebody poured out a gallon of water and set it on the floor from the refrigerator. The water was still cold. It had those little, what is it, perspiration beads or whatever. I don't know what it's called. But you know how when you have something cold and it's sitting out in a warming area and then it starts to like sweat or whatever? So it had been out for a little bit. And I'm just like, who the fuck pulls out a gallon of water and sets it on the floor and just leaves it? He did it. He just be doing shit sometimes that be really getting on my fucking nerves. It's like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Like, it just make me I almost feel like, bro, this guy is like a fucking child. Because it's like, without me, he just don't know 2 + 2. Another fucking thing that he did that pissed me off. I'm telling you, y'all, when y'all live with somebody, shit is different. It's different. Another thing that he did that pissed me off. So we're trying to put together our new bed frame. And, well, it's my bed frame because I fucking bought it and he didn't help me. Well, he did give me some money in it. Whatever. Oh, look at that beautiful dog. But, so we're trying to put together, I'll just say the new bed frame. He's getting so frustrated. He's one of these people, they cannot follow directions. He cannot follow directions. He cannot follow directions if reading them off of a piece of paper, an instruction manual. He cannot follow directions if he's trying to cook a recipe. You know, he gets very frustrated, huffing and puffing and sighing and just doing all of these gestures like he's just frustrated and this is terrible and this is the worst thing he ever had to do and it's just excruciating and so much work and so much. And imagine that shit. Imagine that vibe. I don't like negative energy. Why are you getting frustrated over putting the fucking bed together? They give you instructions. They even have pictures. Why are you getting frustrated? Yeah, there were some parts that were confusing. There were some parts where I had instructed him to do something and then I realized, oh crap, this is backwards. It's upside down. We got to take it apart and do this. And every single all of that shit. And I'm just like, that's the beauty of, like, it was supposed to be something fun, like a little team building, couple building, you know, type of activity. I had this guy, I told y'all about this dude before, White Boy Sean. His fine ass. But this one day we was putting together, I don't know what it was called. It's like this outdoor thingy or whatever for my mom. So we was putting that together in the backyard. And then I'm telling you, it was like a weird sexual energy kind of thing. Like, I felt connected to him, you know. I felt really connected to him in that moment. We were working together and it was just really, really nice. Like, I don't want to say I was getting turned on, but I just like the way that he just know how to do shit and, you know, he could instruct me and guide me because it's like in my life, I'm always the head of something. I'm always the boss. I'm always the one that's got to make decisions. You know, with my career, I'm a property manager. It's a lot of freaking responsibility that goes into being a property manager. You're like the head of everything. You know what I mean? You have to be on. You have to manage people, other people's times, vendors, staff, residents. It's a lot of shit that you have to do. It's a lot. At home, with me being a single mom, and, you know, raising my children on my own, again, I am in charge of everything. Schools, programs. My mom does help me a lot with their programs, extracurricular activities, which is awesome. But other than that, just managing household bills, needs, grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning for the most part, because my oldest does help me. But yeah, like all of that stuff tends to fall on me. So it's just like in every aspect of my life, I'm the one that has to make all of these decisions. I have to do everything, and I don't like that shit. So it gets very exhausting and draining, always having to be the person who's just the decision maker. You know what I mean? The head honcho. I'm like, damn, man, sometimes I'm fucking tired. Sometimes I would love to have a man who's a strong leader that could be like, don't worry about it, baby. I got this. I'm gonna just let you know the details, or, I'm gonna do this and I'll let you know. You know what I mean? Just basically someone who can fucking lead. Someone who can guide me. And I rarely have that. Like, that shit is irritating. Oh, God, are y'all moving out or in? Bro, it's 95 degrees outside. I ain't trying to move nowhere for a minute, because that shit is crazy. But yeah, so, it just makes me feel like I cannot depend on him in that aspect. I always have to be the one to figure shit out. And that makes me uncomfortable, because it's like, this is not the type of relationship that I wanted. I want a man who can fucking lead. I want a man. I want a leader, But I mean, I definitely care a lot about him. I really do. So anyway, that's just a recap of how us living together has been going for the past 2 weeks. Now, one of the days that, in the midst of everything, I think this was before he moved in. He told me he loved me. And like, I don't know, low-key, I feel like I still kind of wonder, is he using me? Because it's like, it just went so fast from us talking that day after we saw each other in the grocery store. Next thing you know, we're back together. Next thing you know, he loves me. Next thing you know, he needs to move in. And I'm just like, it just went really, really freaking fast with somebody who, I don't know, I feel like damn near he acted like he didn't even fucking like me in the first place. He was just so freaking hard to read. I don't know if that was because of the drugs or if that's just him. But, one day after we was having sex or whatever, I go to dismount him. And as I am dismounting, he's like, I love you, baby. And I was like, what? Like, smiling. And I'm like, what you saying? He's like, he repeated himself. Oh, shit. Stuff all over my purse. And I was like, oh, I love you too. I've been loved you. And I kissed him. And like, that was how that went. So now, every day, oh, I love you too, blah, 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 all that good shit. And it doesn't seem fake. Because I had somebody that I told before that I loved them, but I only said it because I felt like pressured because they said it. And this is my ex-fiance I'm talking about. Like, on paper, everything was great. He's the type of guy I should have been with. But I just wasn't all that into him. I wasn't all that attracted to him. I really wasn't. But I really tried because he's such a good guy. But it's like, when I would tell him that I love him, I just felt awkward. I wanted to hurry up and just spit the words out. Just, let's move on. You know what I mean? Like, let's not look into each other's eyes and make it a moment. Like, let's just, let me see. Get it out. But with him, I don't feel like it's fake. Because he says it without even being prompted, without me having to say, oh, I love you, and waiting for him to say, like, he just kind of says it on his own. And he does it, like, often. And, like, the way he's been is completely different from the way he was when we first go around. He's a lot more attentive, affection. He keeps in contact with me all the time, speaking to me throughout the day, texting me, calling me, how's work, how's lunch, I just got off, I'm going to go do this, I'll be home and such and such. He's just very communicative. I hope I said that right. Communicative. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, he's, I don't have to wonder, like, where he is and what he's doing, basically. I don't feel good, y'all. Like, I just been stressed out all day long. I feel like I'm gonna fucking throw up. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. I'm gonna keep going with everything. Okay. So we've been saying we love each other. Living together, aside from him just being like a fucking dummy sometimes, other than that, like, I don't really have any complaints about living with him. He's, like I say, he's very helpful. He does help, clean up, and he does help around the house. Like, if I am cooking but I need to go run up to the shower, or just whatever, whatever I ask him to do, he's very helpful. So I appreciate that. So that's been good. Like I said, he is paying me money to stay there, so it's not like he's like just dead ass mooching off of me. You know what I mean? And then like we just been having fun too. We went to, well, you guys saw, we went on the little boat trip. We went to the pool this past weekend. We were doing some painting at one of my side jobs, another property that I manage. We was doing some painting over there. Like, we've been spending time. We've been spending a lot of time together doing a whole bunch of various stuff. And, like, I like it. I really enjoy it. But here's where things are going to get interesting. And y'all, I know y'all going to be like, girl, you got way too much shit going on. What are you doing? So, I want to have a baby. Y'all. I've been wanting to have another baby for years, really. For years. I never wanted to be one of those people that has like one and done. And then just two, that's just not enough. My mom had 4 kids. My grandmother had 3 kids. My great-grandmother, I think she had like 13 kids. My dad had 7 kids, fucking hoe. I'm just used to like a bigger family. And I definitely, come on, man. Like, he's delivering mail. Go around him, you fucking idiot. We're going to sit here all day, wait for him to finish his route. These fucking people are stupid. Gee, I can't wait to get home. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't have my pill this morning. And yeah, you're supposed to take naltrexone at night, but I'll take it in the daytime because it just be too much shit that be going on that be getting me fucking irritated. Like how I feel right now. I'm going to go home and I'm going to take my anti-drinking pill, and then I'm going to have a fucking drink. That's what I'm going to do. It's even suggested that you take it before that you drink to help reduce it. So yeah, I'm finna drink tonight. One thing I don't like, I'm skipping real quick. Let me go back to the naltrexone real quick. One thing I don't like about it is that it does take away the feeling that you get when you drinking. Like, it does kinda. For me, I don't feel drunk, but I feel different. I'm definitely not sober. So it's like it kind of masks the feelings that you get, but it can only do so much. You know what I mean? I have no hangovers. I never had hangovers like that, really. But yeah. So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So me and James, we don't use protection, and I know y'all probably like, girl, what the fuck? We weren't using protection when we were together before. James is not like other guys. He's just like, just hear me out, okay? He's not like other guys. He spent like his whole 20s just being like in and out of jail and using drugs and stuff like that. He didn't spend all of that time being one of these podcast boys, doing women dirty, cheating on chicks, playing in their face, mentally abusing females, getting off on the fact that somebody cares about you and you don't give a shit about them. He's not that type of guy, so it makes me trust him in certain ways because I know he's not that type of guy, not like my exes. Y'all remember Darrell? I think it was Darrell. Y'all remember Darrell? I don't know if I told y'all about this one night when he was supposed to come over, talk to him at 7:15. He's like, all right, I'm on my way over there. I've been here in like 20 minutes. I'm like, cool. He shows up at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, y'all. 3 o'clock in the morning. And I let him in the house, and I told him, you do that shit again, I'm not going to let you in. You got to turn around and take your ass back home. I ended up moving, fast forward a couple of months later, I ended up moving to another place. My bedroom is no longer on the ground level, so you can no longer just knock on my window and wake me the fuck up out of my sleep. My shit is upstairs and around the whole other side of the house. So he had no choice but to keep knocking on my door, ringing my phone, all of that shit, ringing the doorbell and whatnot. And I'm like, I told this dude last time, you do that shit again, you're gonna stay outside. So, I went back to sleep. I put the pillow over my head and I went right back the fuck to sleep. So that was the type of treatment. That was the type of treatment that I would get from, these other guys, these other types of guys. Somebody who would tell me, yeah, I'll be there in a few minutes, and then they show up hours later after hanging out with Lord knows what, Lord knows who. James don't treat me like that. His issue was more so with like the drugs, not with just being a shitty ass person that just wasn't raised properly, and a fatherless child continuing the fatherless cycle by impregnating women, making single moms, and then sitting here talking about how you don't fuck with single moms. He's not like that. He ain't no soft guy era. He's not like these, excuse my French, but he ain't like these fucking niggas out here. He's just not. He's very, very different. Yeah, we still got the drug situation, but you know what? Ain't nobody fucking perfect. I would rather have somebody who's battling with something that they can overcome than somebody who is doing me dirty just the fucking, just because, you know what I mean? Just because there's other women in the world, so why be loyal to one, right? You know, why be honest and be a good man when you can cheat and hurt women and have them crying and having mental issues and turning them into functional alcoholics? And, you know, why be a good person when you could be a shithead? Oh shit, it's a cop. I think I'm doing a speed limit. One thing my mom told me a long time ago is if you're ever speeding and you see a cop, don't step on the brakes. Just take your foot off of the gas and just coast. All they'll see is that your speed is declining, but they can't see that, you know what I mean? Like, it's worse when you brake. And that's something I've always done. I've never gotten pulled over. If I ever see a cop and I'm speeding, I just take my foot off the gas. Now, if I'm able to brake before I get past them, then yeah, I'll do a hard brake, slow the fuck down, and then just ease and just kind of coast and let the speed continue to decline. Now, anyway, back to what I was saying. Where was I? I saw that cop and he distracted me. Okay, yeah, so I was talking about, you know, he's just not like other guys. He's a good guy, so I trust him. And then the way he is with his daughter. Honestly, I've never seen a black father unless it was like in sitcoms. And I don't even know why I'm mentioning black, because I mean, race has nothing to do with it. But I've never seen a black father in real life. Like, well, yeah, let's say from the age of 18. I've just never seen a black man that's like an active, well, my kid's father. But you know, I don't see that. He don't even fucking see his own daughter. So I'm not going to say he's an active father when he don't even see the fucking kid that we have. Scratch that. Like I said, I ain't never seen a black father in my life. I seen it on the Cosbys and the Huxtables, and that's the same thing. But y'all know what I mean. My wife and kids, stuff like that. It's only on TV. But anyway, like, he is always checking on his daughter. He's always going to go see his daughter. I hear her adorable little voice on the phone. She sounds so sweet. But you know, he was talking about how he wants to go to court and he wants to try to get some type of visitation schedule, because like the mom, she dead ass stupid trying to keep the kid away. Like, she don't want him to take the daughter anywhere. If he sees his daughter, he has to go to his mom's house to see his daughter, because the baby mama, she just, I don't know, she don't fuck with him. She got him blocked. They haven't spoken in 2 years. I'm sure the girl could fucking really give me some insight on what the fuck is going on. I'm not going to take his version and run with it, because we all know men lie, people lie, he's lied, everybody lies. So I'm not just going to take the story and run that, oh, she keep you away from my kids, whatever. And then like he said, he did tell me that, you know, he was a real fucked up individual back in the day when he was going through all of that stuff. So he can't blame her. But yeah, so I'm wondering if the reason he does not want to have another kid right now is because of the situation that happened with his baby mama. A couple of months ago, we weren't using protection, and he was like busting inside of me, like coming inside of me. And like, we didn't really talk about kids too much. I knew low-key that I wanted a fucking kid. I knew that I wanted to be with him. And I just kind of was being stupid. I'm like, hopefully everything works out. But I also thought to myself, even if I have to raise another person's kid by myself, at the end of the day, I want another kid. I have looked up sperm donors and, you know, doing artificial insemination. So I'm like, it wouldn't be so bad to do it in a much cheaper form. Go ahead and get pregnant by somebody that I actually know, somebody that I'm with. And if it don't work out, what's the difference between me using a donor and doing artificial insemination versus me going at it, you know, with him and then becoming a single mom? It makes no fucking difference. And then it's like, the way the world is now, you know, the way life is set up, I don't ever expect to like meet a good man, have a family, get married, have more kids. I just don't expect that. I mean, fuck, I was lucky to get a guy who's a good guy like James, and not like one of these dudes that's like a fuck boy in his soft guy era and asking for financial assistance, going 50-50 for 2 plates of food. You know, I was very lucky to meet somebody who's just very different from a lot of the men that are out here these days. Don't do social media. He's not getting brainwashed by Kevin Samuels and what's that other dude? Little light-skinned bald-headed dude that looked real feminine. He looked like he liked to take it up the back door. Andrew Tate, something like that. And he, you know, another one of these little dudes that just be talking crap about females all day and every day, but you could tell like he a little bati boy. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing wrong with being gay. My sister's gay, but you know, don't sit here and try to bash women, even though that you don't even like women. Because I'm just like, let's be honest, you look gay as fuck and you're walk boy. But anyway, so he don't know those type of people. So it doesn't alter his brain. It doesn't alter the type of person that he is. It doesn't alter his character because he's not exposed to that filth, that toxic masculinity bullshit, and trying to follow behind what somebody else says. You know, if a woman ain't paying my bills, I'm in my soft guy era, she got to pay for me and take me out. What the fuck are y'all doing is talking about? Like, notice how all these dudes talking that shit is single. I don't do none of that shit and I got a man. My man is not like that, he got a woman. But it's only the single people voicing that dumbass shit. And then we got a whole bunch of dingleberries freaking following behind them. Like, it's like the blind leading the blind. Like, y'all are fucking stupid. But anyway, so, you know, he's different. So anyway, we weren't using, you know, protection last couple of months. Like when we were together, he would come inside of me. Now, I did have this one day where I had like a faulty pregnancy test situation. Because I wanted to get pregnant. So I took a pregnancy test while he was still sleeping. And I had got a second line. So I'm like, oh shit. Like when I saw that shit, my heart and my stomach dropped. I was like, oh shit. We did it. Like, we actually got pregnant. Like, what the fuck? But I just wanted to check it. Because I'm like, no, something don't seem right about this. First of all, the line came up way too quick. And then the line was like broken. Like, instead of it being like a nice, clear, straight line, it was like, it had like a space in the middle of the line. So I'm like, something don't seem right with this. So I'm like, let me go to the store and get, you know, like the #1 brand, First Response. I get one of those, it's negative. End up getting my period. So I'm like, okay, it was just a faulty test. Now, during all of that, you know, I needed to go to the store. He was freaking parked behind me. And I don't know why I didn't just grab his keys and take his car or something, but I had asked him to move his car. And then him being all nosy and shit, all in my business. Where you going? Where you going? So I'm like, I gotta go to the store, and I came clean with him because I'm sure he was wondering where the fuck do I need to go at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. So I came clean and told him I just had a positive pregnancy test, but I want to go take another one. Why his ass move his car, and then he comes and get in my car. I'm like, what you doing? You don't even got shoes on. He's like, I'm just riding with you. Nosy as fuck. So we go to the store, I get the pregnancy test, we go back to the house, I take it, and it's fucking negative. Of course, he wants to be nosy, he wants to come look at it. Ever since that day, y'all, he's been pulling out. And we talked about it. I told him, like, I want to have another baby. Like, stop fucking pulling out. Like, what the fuck? Do you not plan on being with me? Are you not happy with me? Like, and that's when he told me, like, you know, he's not ready and he want to get this whole custody situation worked out with his daughter. I don't have fucking time to wait for all of that shit. This shit is never going to work out. First of all, that woman has control over that child and where the child goes and all this other stuff. You can sit here and file for visitation rights, but first of all, you're going to be in court back and forth for freaking months until it's resolved. You're going to get hit with a child support order. You know, it's going to be so much shit going on. I'm not going to sit here and wait for all that drama between you and your fucking baby mom. I'm not. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. You going to sit here and tell me that I got to waste my childbearing years while you and your ex fucking figure shit out with y'all child? No, bitch. Y'all fucking figure that shit out, but I'm not waiting. So today I made and I gotta hurry up, y'all, because I'm already here to pick up my daughter. But I do want to finish this video real quick. So today I made this an appointment for like this fertility place. I want to just kind of sit down and talk to somebody, and I'm running out of time, so I want to kind of just get some information, be more well informed, and basically figure out my options. Whether or not I want to use a sperm donor, do artificial insemination, you know, just kind of get an idea of the cost, the processes, do some fertility testing, you know, just kind of check out my egg reserve, see if I'm still capable. You know what I mean? That's definitely what I'm most curious about. Am I still capable? Because why didn't I get pregnant all that time he was pulling out? That was weird. So yeah, and yes, I've been tested. I get tested religiously. James ain't got shit. I ain't got shit, so we good. But yeah, so my appointment is this Friday, and basically just kind of talk about my options. I've been thinking about whether or not I'm going to tell him about my appointment. How am I going to tell him? All that good stuff. Because I don't want him to feel like I'm basically saying either you give me a baby or... Well, in a way, I know that's kind of is what I'm saying, you know. You give me a baby, or else I'm just going to go and I'm going to get one of my own. I'm going to make one by myself. And there's going to be a baby living in this fucking house. And you are going to fucking help me with this baby. And it's like, if you don't like it, then you can get the fuck out of my house. And I will keep going, go back to my freaking single life, go back into my 4B era. Because honestly, if it's not him, I don't want nobody. Like, after him, I'm not fucking with nobody else. Like, I'm tired of being stressed out. I'm tired of being confused. I'm tired of people trying to control what it is that I do with my fucking life and my body and all this other shit. And I feel like If he was really serious about me, he really fucking loved me, he want to be with me, he's serious, you know, I'm helping him stay sober, he's helping me stay sober. Like, if we're really fucking serious about this shit, why are we waiting? What are we waiting for? Why do we need to wait? Why? And then another thing too, because I asked him, you know, well, with this pull-out method, I can still get pregnant. It's a very less chance, you know, smaller chance, but it's not impossible. I can still get pregnant. Y'all Google it. People do still get pregnant on the pull-out method. So I'm like, okay, well, what if I get pregnant, you know, with the pull-out method? And he's like, well, we'll just have a baby then. So I'm like, okay, so what is the difference with me getting pregnant on the pull-out method versus you not pulling out? And he's like, well, because it's not intentional. It's not something that I made happen. So he's basically saying, you know, if it happens, that's fine, but he's not going to help it happen. And I mean, I get that, but at the same time, like, I understand and it makes sense, but at the same time, I don't understand, and that's fucking stupid. Because it's like, if you don't want to have a kid, you're going to do everything within your power to prevent that. Using condoms, first and foremost. You know, go get yourself snipped. But you're not using condoms. I'm not forcing him to not use condoms. Like, I'm confucking fused. I'm confucking fused. But yeah, I know this was like an earful I just gave y'all. I know, like, 1 minute I'm talking about, you know, slowing down alcohol usage. Now I'm over here talking about a baby. But this is not something, like, I'm not like delusional. I ain't delulu. This is something that I've been thinking about off and on for quite some time. You know, I have looked into donors and sperm banks. Like, it wasn't that long ago that I was Googling stuff, and I keep going back to the same freaking website. So, like, I'm serious about this. I'm not fucking around. I will have one more child before I'm 37, and that is a fucking promise. I put that shit on everything. I'm not done. I'm a great mom. One thing about me, I'm not a perfect mom, but I get better. I improve. I make changes. You know, I like the way that I feel about myself when I'm being a good mom and I'm getting stuff done. And, you know, even just with the changes of seeking out the help to reduce my alcohol usage. Like, bro, I'm a good ass fucking person. I'm a good ass person, and I'm a great fucking mom. I really freaking am. Like, that's something I know. I'm a great fucking mom. I am a provider. I'm a leader. I get shit done. Like, I have broken my toe and then went back to work. I have worked every day up until the day that I've given birth. Like, it's okay. I can handle it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very strong fucking person. Strong, independent black woman, you know? And so I'm going to talk to him, and I'm going to let him know, like, this is where we're going with things. So this way he has time to move the fuck out and move on. If this is not something that he wants to do. Yes, it will hurt me. It will be sad to lose him, because I actually really do love him. I do want to be with him. But at the same time, I'm not putting no man above me and what it is that I fucking want. Because think about it this way, and I'm about to end this video right here, but it's going to be my final words. Imagine if I just waited, you know? Say we wait like 2 years. And then he's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready now. By then, I'll be 37. I'll be like pushing 40. I don't want to be no old mom. I don't want to be no old mom either. Like, no. I don't want to be fucking 42 with a 2-year-old. I don't want that either. You know, I feel like it's now or never. And I'm tired of thinking about it. I'm tired of researching it. I'm ready to make it happen. So that's where we are with things. But yeah, I will be back to update y'all maybe after my appointment on Friday. And just check in. Let y'all know what the fuck is up. What's going on. Alright, y'all. That is it for now, man. And I should be crazy. Alright, y'all. Be safe. Peace.